So what was your PR coming in before the trials?
It was the prelim.
Yeah, no, before that.
Before that, I guess at NCAA's I ran in the prelim. I ran at 8:28.
And then 8:21.
And then 8:21. So.
And before the year, what did you run?
As in like last year?
Yeah.
At 8:51.
Oh my God.
So it was hard though. I mean, the steeple is one event where you really have to race it as often as you can because you're just going to see marked improvements every race. And it was hard for me to let go of. Not that I can't run some of the other events, but I was anxious to not, let one event take over. And I think this year I told myself that if I was going to give the steeple a chance, it had to be a fair chance, and I was going to run it every single race this season, and so that's what I did.
Yeah, when did you realize you might be a steepler?
I don't know. I really just had to listen to both my coach and my assistant coach who kept pushing me. It was funny, after every single race, and no matter how good I did in any other event, I was, our first finisher in cross, it was always, think about how good this is going to be for your steeple. And I was like, oh, come on, didn't I do so good? And, it wasn't that they weren't proud of me, but I think that before I could see it, they could see it big time that I was going to be good at it, and I just trust them this season.
What'd you get into cross?
NCAA cross.
Yeah.
I was All-American. I think I finished 32nd or something like that, so it was good.
And what's your flat PRs?
I ran a 13:30 in indoor. I only got an opportunity to run twice though, just with some sickness and injury. But I was hoping to, obviously run faster, run the standard. I was 5 seconds off in the standard, so I was feeling pretty good coming outdoor. But I said, hey, let's see what we can do in steeple while we're still young in college, and that way I get an idea of, where my range is. I have the opportunity to run the 5K indoors as well. So.
And what's your backstory? Like, I don't know much about you.
Well,
like, where'd you grow up? How'd you get here? 30
I grew up in Los Angeles, went to Eagle Rock High School. Ran at we were D2, so I mean, the competition's not going to be as good as you'd like to. And I think a lot of my training was geared towards, let's see how low mileage you can be and low intensity while still being competitive and get you into college, but have a real ceiling, in college. And that's exactly what happened. And so being able to come on to BYU and start over at the bottom of the totem pole was pretty cool.
What were your high school PRs?
High school PRs? Without my senior year from COVID, I ran a 4:23 mile, I ran a 9:13 2-mile, and I think a 2 flat 800 split. So.
And you sort of walked down to BYU? Were they recruiting?
I was actually offered a spot, and I know based off those high school times, you'd think I was crazy that I was offered a spot, but I knew there was a lot of capacity there, and I knew that I was confident, and I wasn't really shocked when things started falling into place. It was more something kind of premeditated.
And so your high school coach, I mean, a lot of guys don't run a lot in high school, but it was more of a conscious decision. We're not going to run that much.
Yeah, sophomore year I was kind of frustrated by it. I was like, man, all these guys, they're starting to do these things called doubles. I mean, that was weird to us, because I was running 35-mile weeks at the most. That was, I think, the highest I ever went in high school. More like 25 to 30-mile weeks for me. And it was definitely an intentional choice by my coach to just see, how fast I could go without overworking me. At that time, there was a lot of programs that were kind of turning kids over to college that weren't doing so hot, and they'd kind of fall off. And so he really wanted to play it safe, and it worked out well.
Yeah, no, obviously.
It's one approach.
It worked out great, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I did
How
it
old
again,
are you now?
It worked out well. I'm 22.
Yeah, so super young. Well, great job today.
Appreciate it.
Big surprise. Thank you.